Content warning. The following video may contain content harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is just sort of an update of where I'm at. I sort of go through this cycle every single year like a repeating pattern. This is now probably like the 5th or 6th time this has happened on my channel. I just go through these moments where I just doing anything YouTube's the last thing in the world I want to do. It's just I don't have the I'm not inspired to do it. I don't have the drive to do it. This happens every fucking year, like a repeating pattern. I will say lately, honestly, I'm leaning more towards simulated reality. More than any other theory. Things have just gotten so fucking bizarre here in this fake simulation we're all in. It's just, I don't know how else to explain it other than it's a fucking simulation. And I'll say, well, actually, there are ways to explain it. There are things that happen that make no sense around me all the time. Electronics bug out or freak out around me. Things don't run normally. Nothing ever makes sense. Nothing ever makes sense. If I'm the one that's dealing with the electronics, it bugs them out somehow, and they will do things that make no sense. That would never happen in anybody else's reality. I don't know what that means, but even my own computer right now, my mouse keeps glitching and hopping around and showing a loading sign on my mouse. And that's not supposed to happen. This computer is basically like brand new. But it's just an example. A little stupid shit like that will happen. But just other weird shit that doesn't make sense. That's impossible to explain. It's impossible to explain it. It's like, well, how could this ever happen? Like in actual reality. Just, anyways, just, well, I mean, you got like the Mandela effect. Just, obviously, I mean, there are things that I clearly fucking remember that never existed. What the fuck does that mean? Does that mean that the whole of humanity shifted? Did I die and this is a reality that I'm now conjuring or whatever? What happened that reality shifted, that not just me but people around me also have memories of a different reality or things that existed in the current reality that never fucking actually existed. That sort of highly shows that can our memories be infiltrated? Can our memories be altered by these things, whatever these things are? They seem to have been. I clearly remember certain things that never fucking existed. And that makes no sense. Dude, the JFK assassination don't even look the same to me no more. It looks like some stretched ass fucking limo. It didn't look like that for one sec, guys. But yeah, the JFK assassination, the cornucopia and Fruit of the Loom, Jiffy peanut butter, what are the other ones? Oh yeah, J.C. Penney used to be spelt different to me. Chick-fil-A was different. It was just C-H-I-C. It wasn't C-H-I-C-K. Man, almost all of them I remember the other fucking way. What does that mean? Was my consciousness dislocated from one fabric or thread of existence into another one, parallel to it somehow? How did my consciousness jump from one reality to another? Or how did they alter reality? If there's a they or an it, how did it alter reality to one that the things we remember never existed? That makes no sense unless it's a simulation and somehow the code was changed. I mean, that's the only way that I can describe it. So it's the only way that I could put it into words to even try to describe what's happening, unless it's some sort of magic spell or it's some sort of technology we're unaware of. Again, something maybe mind control type technology or mind altering technology to literally alter, or we could even say implant memories. And they were just testing the technology on us. And that's what the Mandela effect was, them testing the mind control technology, see how strong it is, I guess. I mean, that's one way to look at it, but that they could literally go in and put the memory of Jiffy peanut butter in people's minds. I want to see how many remember it and bring it up. It'll create this new branch of conspiracy called the Mandela effect, where things change and blah blah blah. It's just like, I don't know what the fuck is good. This is an interesting reality, I'll say that. Fruit of the Loom definitely had a cornucopia. Like, dude, I'm a visual memory type of person. Like, again, like if I met you, I'd probably remember your face till the day I died, but I wouldn't remember your number, your name. Probably I'd forget your name. I wouldn't remember your name. You would have to remind me of your name, but I would remember your face till the day I died. I'm a very visual memory. I mean, I remember some of this shit fucking clearly, bro. Jif peanut butter used to be Jiffy peanut butter. They just shortened the name, or at least that's what I thought happened. I always just thought Jif was a shorter version of Jiffy, and I even have a memory of that changing as a kid. What the thought that went through my mind at the time when I had seen that they had shortened it to Jif, I literally have that memory. How do these things exist? You know what I'm saying? Like, these memories, we'll say, that doesn't make any sense, but they do, and there's plenty of people that agree with it. And actually, some of them now, I actually don't remember anymore. Like Interview with a Vampire, Interview with the Vampire. I think it was in my reality, it was Interview with the Vampire. I can't remember. I think it was the Vampire originally. I don't know. Now it's a Vampire. I don't know, there's like a Sex in the City one. Some of them I'm not that familiar with. But dude, the ones that I know, I fucking know, bro. I fucking know. And again, the visual memory ones, like the Ford logo does look weird to me. I don't remember it looking like that. I don't remember the little squiggly thing on the F. Like, I don't remember any of that. The Volkswagen symbol, it never had that slash between them. It was always a solid piece between the V and the W, I thought. But nope, there was always a slash there. It's like, what? I don't remember that. Like, anyways, I'm sorry about it. I can rant about the Mandela. Like, dude, I got tons of the ones. I just remember them the other way. It's like, how did that happen? Did something mind control me? Did something implant memories into me? Is there technology being used that I'm unaware of? Is it a spiritual technology? Is it being done from the spirit realm? Have they put implants onto me? Like, what actually is the Mandela effect if it ain't somebody changing the code of the fucking simulation to the point that the history of certain things is altered? Like, they never existed. If they have a technology to make something where like it never existed, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty insane. But we sure do live in an insane reality, don't we? And but what was this video about? Oh yeah, I'm just getting on here basically like ranting because like I don't know. I haven't made a video in a long time, and I mean I didn't have a plan for this one other than to kind of just check in, like let you guys know where I'm at. I guess that's where I'm at. I'm kind of leaning towards simulation theory more than anything else. It's just so much in this reality doesn't make sense. It just doesn't add up. It just so bizarrely doesn't add up, and the sea of ignorance that comes with that, the sea of NPCs that comes with that, the sea of stupidity that comes with that. It's like, this would never happen in a normal reality. What's happening in this reality would never happen in what would just be like a regular physical reality. The way that it's displayed to us, I'll say. The way that it's lied to us about that, the way it is, but it's really not that way. Which is interesting, but it's always deceptive. So finding out that it lied to us there is not that big of a fucking surprise to me. This whole reality is deceptive through and through. If you're newer to my channel, I believe this must be some sort of soul trap or technology to torment soldiers of war. Something. It's not a happy place, this reality. It takes a lot of blatantly, right in the face of, just pure. It takes pure ignorance to not acknowledge that fact. It takes pure ignorance. This place is disgusting through and through. If you need me to explain it to you, I don't know what reality you've been living in. Maybe you just had a lucky run, or a lucky hand, we'll say. Maybe you grew up in the perfect environment with the perfect family and the perfect amount of wealth to do what you needed to do in life to enjoy your life. I don't know, but I didn't grow up in that fucking reality. I grew up in the one I grew up in. So that's the only one I could talk about. But the majority of people struggle. The majority of people are struggling to get by. It's a dookie boy realm. Like, it's not a nice, happy fucking place. I hate this reality through and through. Like, just, this place is cold as fuck, dude. This place is cutthroat, just the grimiest type of cold ass. Like, when you see an animal, like, it's funny, I brought up how that fucking eagle, like, ripped off the rat's head. And I just seen this gruesome video, just a gruesome fucking nature video. And I was like, oh my, one of them shits that's kind of shocking when you see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, dude, that shit was just fucking gruesome. And I was like, whoa, okay. And I used to look at gory shit when I was younger. Like, I had a sort of morbid fascination or whatever, or I can't do that shit no more. And it just, I haven't looked at shit like that in years. It just hit me a weird way watching the rat's fucking whole head get ripped off, and like, just whatever. If I describe it, it's gruesome. Like the body twitching and all that, and the blood squirting, and like, it's just like, oh my goodness. Who would create something like that? Like, what kind of loving, caring, whatever creator? There's a creator. He's not loving and caring, though. I definitely believe there's a creator. There's some sort of creator of the realm. I don't think it's a loving, caring creature, though. Just look at what it created. Look at the final result of what it created. And with honesty, brutal honesty. Watch a pack of hyenas take down a fucking buffalo. What's the name? Somebody just... I can't. The name slips me right now. I'm subscribed to him, but it just uploaded a video where they had shown hyenas eating a buffalo ass first, killing this poor buffalo, eating its ass, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, dude, this place is disgusting. Like, look at this place that we live in. It's not a nice It's cold, cutthroat. It's not a loving, happy place, right? Like, you would almost make you more sense if you were to have kids in the Dookie Boy realm to raise them as like cutthroat, just not psychopaths, but like, don't take shit from nobody. Do whatever the fuck you need to do to survive this cold animal, like, cutthroat would probably be the best way to raise a kid. Not, showing them happy, good joy and fun, because it's almost dishonest to the child. Like, you're lying to that kid until the real world hits them, and that's why it's a shock to a lot of teens that, get out into the real world on their own for once. It's a shock to their system. You know what I'm saying? Because you've babied them, you've lied to them their whole lives. Like, parenting itself is a sort of cult. Like, the whole way that people raise kids, even, it's very cultish. But anyways, don't get me started on that bullshit. But not cult, just indoctrinated weird beliefs and blah blah. But sort of cultish. I mean, if you tell somebody it's different, they react like it's a cult. Like you've attacked their group or something. Like, you can't even disagree with anybody. Everybody seems to be attached to groups now. It's like, where are these groups? They're all in your fucking imaginations. Well, anyways, I'm ranting. What was this video about? Oh yeah, that's being a Dookie Boy realm, probably, right? Isn't that what I always rant about? Like, it's a hellish, bizarro world realm. Like, dude, it's so harsh that when you talk about it honestly, just straight up logically honest, it sounds scary. Like, dude, we're all plugged into this place. We're all going to die one day. Like, who we think we are could potentially cease to exist one day. When you really think about that, that's such a scary thought that the first thing your brain wants to do is not think about it anymore. The second thing it wants to do is instantly find a comfort zone to deal with this traumatizing situation we sort of find ourselves in. Again, outside of people's like NDEs and blah, blah, like, none of them really died yet. Usually when someone dies, that's what happens. They go away, and either the birds, the bugs, or the beetles get them, or somebody burns them, or somebody throws them in a casket and buries them somewhere, which again is a weird cult-like act. Like, why are you putting them in a box? Why are you protecting the earth from eating their bodies? Is there information in their bodies or something? Like, I don't understand that. It's very weird. Why are you trying to preserve their bodies? Nobody goes and digs up a grave and looks at the person in there 20 or 30 years later, right? Like, why are we still practicing this bizarre cult-like way of burying people? Anyways, just everything in this reality don't make sense to me. I'm just an odd person, I guess. Let the fucking nature eat them. Take their bodies and set them out there and let the birds and the fucking beetles get them. What's wrong with that? They're dead. You know what I'm saying? They don't need that thing no more. Give it back to the fucking earth. What other beneficial thing could you do with your body? Why do we burn it? That doesn't make any sense. To keep the ashes on the fucking, I don't know what, the windowsill, the fucking, the vanity, the fireplace. Like, what the fuck? That's creepy in and of itself too. That's creepy too. Keeping somebody's ashes around is morbid as fuck. People practice that like it's completely normal. It's like, that's weird. Let the fucking animals eat them. You ate 1,000 animals while you were alive, motherfucker. You can't just let a few get a bite off your ass, you fucking inconsiderate son of a bitch. I'm sorry, guys. That's why, dude, if I die, lay me out in the motherfucking woods somewhere. Just let them eat me. What am I going to let the ants have me? What the fuck am I going to do with the avatar? But anyways, I'm sorry. As far as we know, once people die, that's it. None of us really know in any of those. Those NDEs could have been their brain's final attempts at creating a comfort zone, realizing we're still alive, and then saying, oh, you have to go back in the illusion. They go back. And guys, even people that astral project, even with all the patterns they see, they still could potentially be the ones manifesting it. Once the thought's implanted and they have the thought in their mind to manifest what could be the AI controller things or whatever that's happening to them, they may be manifesting that, right? Like they're still the ones thinking about it. Most people that astral project are in a fucking heaven realm and ignorance, having fun. But few realize that there's a sort of deceptive, evil thing going on there. But it's like, well, once you think about that or believe about that, don't you sort of manifest about that? Because I don't see them people complaining about, oh, well, they're just ignorant. It's like, well, okay, they're not having a bad experience is what I'm saying. Oh, well, it's just got them in ignorance. Doesn't matter. They're happy. They're having fun doing it. It looks like, anyways. You know what I'm saying? So, but if how do you know that you're not the one that's manifesting that stuff once you're conscious of it as a astral projector? This sort of deceptive thing that lies to you and tricks and does what do these things actually do, anyways? Like when you guys are, I need to talk to somebody that astral projects. Like when you're in there, are these things literally like entities around you and you have to deal with them? Like what's going on? What are you dealing with? But when I astral projected, I was just floating around in reality. I mean, it was only for about like 10 seconds, but I was just floating around. And I tried to move and fucked it all up, but it was about 10 seconds and I didn't see nothing, no matrix thing. The only thing that was weird about it was that the clock looked weird. The clock looked weird when I looked at it. Like, I think there were 3 of them, like set up in a triangle. Like the time was in 3 places, 2 on the bottom, 1 in the middle between the 2 on top. And I think it was 7 o'clock on every clock. It was 7 or 7 something. But I don't know, I was just floating there looking at it like, what the fuck's up with the time clock? And the actual clock itself was different. Like our time clock doesn't look like that. It was a totally different, it was like more shaped like a old stereo. And it was black. And there was 3 of them, like kind of stacked on top of each other instead of just the normal 1 time clock that we got. But outside of that, everything looked normal. It was sort of in a different realm, though. I don't know how to explain it. Like the weather felt different. The environment felt very different. The weather felt very alive to me, as if I was super present in it. when I was like floating there, and I looked out, and it was like dawn time, like the sun was setting. It was beautiful outside, actually, and I could feel it in the fucking when I was floating there looking or whatever. Like the weather felt very present to me. So it felt different than reality too when I was astral projecting. So I tried to go through a wall, and then everything turned black. I was like, this is stupid. But and I astral projected when I wasn't even planning on doing it. I was laying on my stomach. But anyways, what the fuck was I talking about? This being a dookie boy realm? Yeah, I would say, I'd fair to say, it's such a dookie boy realm that it'd probably be in your best interest not to come back to this motherfucker. If you had a choice to not come back here, it's probably in your best interest to. Your next existence could be a hellish suffering realm. What if you come back as somebody that's crippled? What if you come back as a cockroach? What if you come back as a fucking, I don't know, another human again? Whatever. Maybe you could come back as a human in a better position. That's potentially possible, but if you look at the ratio of wealth and reality, the odds of that are very low. It's like winning the lottery, so you know what I'm saying? So good luck with that, but you may come back in a worse off situation than you were the first time around. But you're still coming back to a realm, even if you came back in a better situation, let's say financially. You're still in a realm that's a dookie boy realm still. It don't matter. It's still, even if you get your own personal little bubble of joy in the dookie boy realm, it's still a fucking dookie boy realm. Like, you didn't change the realm, though. I would never come back to this motherfucker, man. I can imagine there are some people that would. There's tons of people. If you ask them, would you come back? They would probably come back. Like, man, what reality were you people growing up in? Do you like being like this subservient class system where you're like in a permanent Groundhog's Day slave system or something? Like, what did you like about the repetitive nature of this reality? For Christ's sakes, what's going on in your mind? You enjoy, let's just do that again, do that again, do that again, do that again, do that. Oh, maybe you weren't one of those people in this reality. Maybe you're one of those people that are actually so detached from normal people that you shouldn't even have a fucking opinion online, to be honest with you. A lot of these wealthy people have the biggest voices. It's like, man, these people don't even know what it's like to be a real person. Why the fuck are they talking about what's going on? Why aren't there ever just normal, real people talking about what's going on? When you turn on the news, talking about, hey, yo, this reality sucks. These people are milking us for every dollar. The inflation keeps getting worse. Pay stays the same. It's getting harder and harder. More paycheck and more paycheck to barely scrape by. They're literally milking us to the point that we're fucking slaves. We can never set aside anything to start a business. It's just too fucking difficult for the average regular human being. You know what I'm saying? It's a shithole reality. Again, to the point that even if you did have a good situation yourself, not that you shouldn't. If you have a good situation, good for you. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But you're still having a good situation for you only. You know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't help the dookie boy realm at all. It's still a dookie boy realm. It's like, do you want to play that video game again, dude? Like, it's still the Dookie Boy Realm video game. The title of the game didn't change. It's still Dookie Boy Realm. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I wouldn't play this fucking hellish simulation again. It's stupid. It's almost like a work simulator. That's what this reality is. It's a work simulator, bro. They actually have video games like that now. There's actually like video games where you pressure wash cars and shit. Like, what the fuck? Or you're a mechanic. Like, what the fuck? Like work simulators. I'm like, this reality is a work simulator. There's different levels of creatures. There's the boss, and then above him is the CEO, and there's your slave system. It really ain't that complicated. It goes about that simple. You know what I'm saying? People can't even see it, though. It's interesting that most motherfuckers can't even see that we're in a slave system. It's like, man, how? How can't you see it? What stance are you standing from? To not see it, are you purposefully staying ignorant? Like, well, anyways, there's some truths that if you can't see it, my goodness, it's no wonder that people question the integrity of your spirit. People actually think you guys are NPCs, for Christ's sakes. Like, not real players. You know what I'm saying? People that can't think clearly or think deeply or think straight, when shown basic fucking evidence to disprove their silly ideas that they had originally, they still won't. There's a lot of people, maybe I shouldn't call them people, maybe they're things, maybe they literally are like NPCs to drive soul creatures crazy with their stupidity, you know, just create more loose. I don't know, man. Anyway, I enjoy talking shit about the NPCs. I do, you know, this is what it is. Hey, I'm not perfect. Fuck them. It's funny. They're assholes, bro. Fuck them. It's like, man, how come you guys can't see nothing, though? How dumb are you guys? Like, you want to give them a little pat on the side of their dumb head while they're mouth breathing? Like, wake up, you little fucking dumb boy. Like, do you really think this reality is, well, this reality, well, if I walked up to most people and said, do you think this reality is real? Of course they're going to say yes. But they wouldn't understand what I'm saying when I say that. You guys would understand watching the channel, but they wouldn't understand. Do you think that, how would I say it? Do you think that what's happening here could have happened in a logical, physical reality? Do you think that a group of psychopaths, a small, tiny, little 1%, less than 1% handful of psychopaths could have overtaken humanity, pulled the wool over humanity's eyes every second of every fucking day, and get away with it over and over again? That's impossible. Like I said, dude, the smartest brains watching this channel, I think some of the smartest people in reality are watching my channel, to be honest with you, but the smartest minds watching this channel, if we all got together and tried to rob a bank, I've made this point before, you'd be hard fucking pressed to get away with it. And all we would have to do is pull the wool over a few cameras' eyes, maybe the wool over a few people's eyes. I don't know exactly how bank robbery goes, but you get my point. We'd still be hard pressed to pass that fucking test flawlessly without getting caught. Bullshit. And these fucking psychopaths, they pull off a grand heist on the masses' eyes every day. And they're all just in their days of the week, you know, just sitting there dumb. I don't think it's a spell. I think they're fucking a part of the simulation to drive me fucking crazy and people that think like me fucking crazy. I don't know, man. I'm literally starting to believe it because it's just like, man, how dumb can you be, though? What do you got to be shown to see even the basic type shit? Basic type shit, like you're being lied to by politicians type shit. Do you still have faith in that? Do you still have faith in the news? If you still have faith in that, the system, I'll say, at this point, man, there must be something going on with your brain, bro. I don't mean to talk shit, but I mean, my goodness, like, bro, how obvious can they make it? It's like a shitty done play. It's like it's not even a good play they're putting on their little circus. It's not good. They're not good at it. It's horrible, and they still pull the wool over everybody's eyes somehow. I'm telling you, just to drive us fucking crazy. I think the whole thing's a fucking projection or an illusion. It's a simulation. I don't know. It's a simulation. There could be 10 sold people in this whole reality for all we actually know. And it really is just some massively multiplayer online soul video game that's running constantly. You know, it just does the same thing over and over and over again, like a video game would. Same cycle over and over again. Day, night, day, night, day, night. Do that again, do that again, do that again. Fucking robot reality, bro. But anyways, it is the fucking repetitive Groundhog's Day stagnant realm that goes nowhere. Lies to you about what it's doing with your money, your slave work, your blood, sweat, and tears. $171 trillion later, nothing's happened. Nothing's happened. Where's all the money at? Where's all the money at? Oh, this whole time we've been fighting aliens. They're underground and they're coming from the oceans. And like they're going to be some shit where they try to excuse away the demonic level of thievery these fucking low-level bottom feeders have done to us. Give me one sec, guys. I need a quick break. But yeah, dude, fucking, 170, whatever amount, trillions of dollars later, all human beings need is food, water, and a place to fucking sleep. And we still haven't figured this shit out yet? You guys really believe that? Do you really believe that would be possible if this reality made sense? Food, water, and a place for you to sleep is used to keep you in the slave system. Why would they give that to you for free? The question is, why the slave system? What the fuck are we all working for? Have you guys seen this reality progress anywhere outside of technological things? Better ways to watch it, really, cell phones and TVs that can hear you now. All this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that shit gets better. We're still stuck in a low-level warring state of stupidity. They haven't done anything for us with our money. In a nutshell. Oh, they help the hobos or whatever that leech off fucking welfare. They help them pay their bills or whatever. It's like, okay, that's cool. But that ain't where all that money went. That ain't where all that fucking money went. And again, you're telling me that by this point, how many hundreds of years into this civilization are we that we haven't created a fucking like self-replicating perennial forest that could feed 2 times as much people as we got now? You're telling me that we couldn't have had automated systems by this point in humanity to feed way more than there is on the whole fucking earth? Why is anybody, like, humanity can't defeat that? Like, man can land on the moon, bullshit, complete that feat, but to go and land, a mission that did nothing for humanity, right? They went and landed on a desolate dust ball to put a flag up and say they did it. They didn't do it, but whatever. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't help humanity. It's cool, that you guys could have done that, even though you didn't, but okay, now what? Maybe if the dust on the moon, if you ate it, could cure fucking diseases or cancer. Maybe if the dust on the moon could cure people's addictions, or maybe what did you do it for? You could have used all that money, whatever trillions it was, to build greenhouses, automated greenhouses. By this point, we could have had thousands of them with that much money. So there's the food problem. Why isn't that fixed? The water problem. This is distilled, but it's still distilled fucking recycled poop shower water. All the water when we flush our toilets gets filtered and fed back to us. That's disgusting. We haven't figured out how to distill mass amounts of water and give everybody clean water, or run pipes from freshwater reservoirs for people to have normal water. Why does it need to control the water and the food and the... This thing's a fucking demonic... don't get me started. I'm not going to get started. I'm going to stay on point on this one. They are rants, but it's still like... I still want to make sense, you know what I'm saying? But, what was I saying? It is. I was saying it was a fucking demonic system, but what was the point that I was trying to make? I'll be back. But yeah, hundreds and trillions dollars later, still no good water, still recycled. Here, this is the shit your neighbor who's on psych meds flushed down their fucking toilet yesterday, recycled back to you. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why are we even saying that? It's disgusting. And the water in most places is fluoridated. And then you look into that and how evil that is. It's just like, what is this hellish realm? This is a hellish realm. It's like this demonic evil obstacle course where some tyrannical energy or entity is in control that's just evil for sport. It's like, what the fuck? What did I sign up for in this dookie boy realm? But anyways, Yeah, 100 trillion later, you couldn't figure out a way to get clean water, my guys? Like, what do you guys do? Other than cause conflict and deal with conflict, which is really the other actors playing their roles. They're all on the same team. Like when the U.S. goes and talks to Putin and blah, 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 like they're all really on the same team. They're on the team that plays that role. That's what they're on. They're on the team that plays that role. There's probably benefits for them, probably like physical shit, stupid shit, wealth, whatever they want probably. I don't know, whatever the fuck they want. There's probably benefits for these creeps for taking those roles, but they are all on the same cult, club, team. I call it an actors guild, bro. They're a bunch of, they play roles. They get in front of a podium and they scream on some mic in a suit and they say their piece and then people go, yeah, yeah, and then they play their little NPC roles and they vote in the only people that were going to run or successfully make it in anyways. Every single president that ever was president is fucking related. Every president that was ever president is related. That would never happen in an actual fair, balanced, normal reality. That sounds like a controlled system to me, guys. I don't know, but I'm super fucking logical when I'm awake and conscious and thinking about things. I don't go into fucking la-la land and make comfort zones to deal with the harsh truths that are observable. Actually, I do. What am I saying? I'm being hypocritical. No, I do what I just said. But I'm unconditioning myself of that because it's stupid. It's stupid. But the human avatar is pre-programmed to be that way, to find the comfort zone. I'm still that way. Like I have to go, no, let's be honest here. Wait a sec, brain, before we say, no, it's, that's this, and it means light and love. I go, wait a sec. Let's look at it honestly here. The brain always wants a comfort zone. That's its best place to be. You know what I'm saying? That's its best place to be. It's always looking for that. Anyways, what was I saying? Humanity is so stagnant that we haven't created a good amount of food and water. What about a place to sleep? How really difficult would it be to burrow under terrain and build underground homes basically for free? Because once you go, I think it's 8 or 10 feet below the surface, it's 70 degrees all the time. It's the perfect temperature all the time. They couldn't build a burrowing machine for homeless, let's say, so they could have their own little place, their own little home. I mean, my goodness, a few metal fences for doors, like a place for them to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really not that complicated. They have nothing for us. You know, you see vets and shit sitting on the side of the road with their fucking legs missing, asking for money. The ones that were on their team, in quotes, because they don't give a fuck about you if you sign up and fight for them, they're monsters. They need you. They feed off you like cattle. These people are disgusting. You demons send our children to war? Like, are you crazy? Are you motherfuckers crazy? Have you all lost your minds? These people are absolutely psychopaths. What do they need to do in front of you for you to recognize their psychosis? They've actually tried to make the world so crazy that their behavior seems normal to people at this point. It seems normal. What do they got to do to prove to you they're demons? Another war, another war, another. Why do you people start wars? What's wrong with you all? You should not be humanity's leaders. You are not mentally fit for the job. Why is your leader over there starting shit with people? He should not be your leader. He's not mentally fit for the fucking job. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why does humanity stand for what we stand for? It's disgusting. A group of cultists that are like, yeah. Come over here, kids, sign up. Hold this piece of machinery. Go over there and stand in that foreign land and fucking... Doesn't this sound like something a crazy person would be saying? Knock, knock. Is anybody fucking home out there in humanity anymore? Does anybody have a consciousness left? What happened to everybody? This reality makes no sense. Why do we stand for these things? Keep sending more kids into a fucking meat grinder? Humanity's disgusting. But I actually love these retards, and that's why I get emotional about it. Anyways, but they're obvious psychopaths. Just observe their fucking regular lying, bizarre, weird behavior. They're thieving, obvious to see, thieving, lying, odd behavior. I don't understand what's happened to humanity. Humanity's either under some sort of mind spell, mind control program, spiritual mind control thing happening, mind virus, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a mind virus. I don't know what else to call it. It may just be technology. It may be spiritual. It may be both. I don't know what it is, but I know that we're under attack. And nobody seems to notice. It really is like that fucking bizarre movie, They Live or whatever. Like, dude, I'm telling you, some dude's... any day now, some dude on YouTube's going to upload a video of a fucking weird camera he made or some weird goggles he made for a school project that can fucking see things that exposes some of this shit. I'm telling you, man, any day now. These things are frequency beings, or they're just on a different bandwidth. There should be some sort of way to see them, like technologically, I'm saying. Like, there should be some sort of goggles. Well, actually, technically, supposedly, there was, that the original night vision goggles could see these demons that feed off of our loosh and all the negativity created in humanity. They literally had pilots shooting at things, and the sergeants were yelling at the pilots, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And they were shooting at fucking demons. They could see them. They had on the night vision goggles, and they could see them with the goggles. They were shooting at them. These fucking things, Sarge, you don't see them? And they were like looking like, what the fuck? Give me that thing. Put it on. They could see the demons. It's war going on beneath you guys. It's a fucking feeding frenzy. Of course, if there was goggles, that would be a great place to go if you wanted to see the demons that feed on that shit. We're in a very fucking bizarre reality, guys. But it's done so well that the goggles are actually a sort of level of consciousness thing. It's more of a level of consciousness or intelligence thing, maybe. And it's done so well that I could sit down with somebody that don't believe none of this shit I'm talking about, and for 10 hours talking to them, giving them fact after fact after fact after fact after fact after fact, and I would not get through to them. But some other bozo can show them a cartoon picture, and because he's in a white coat, that's what I'm saying, it's like cultish. Because he's in a white coat or has a doctorate or a degree or is a teacher, they just will show them a cartoon picture and they're like, yeah, that's true to me. It's like, dude, I just talked to you for 10 hours explaining to you how what they're selling to you over there is a fucking lie. And you just went over there for 1 second, they showed you a fucking cartoon and you believed them? What the fuck? It's so unbalanced and unfair. This shit don't make no sense. Whew, this is a fun video. I'm just like talking shit. Fuck this reality, bro. I just don't give a fuck no more about this reality. It's a fucking stupid poison you try to kill you. Always be in fear and worry and sadness and depression reality. It's like, this is stupid. This is dumb. This is a dumb reality. Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to go and sit out in the sun? Sure, that might be a nice day. Sitting out in the sun might actually be a nice day. But it's still a nice day in the Dookie Boy realm of lies, deception, grotesque, odd, weird, psychopathic behavior of our leaders that's obviously happening that nobody seems to notice. Like, what is this? Like, it's maddening. If you're a conscious human being, be honest, then when you're conscious in this reality, it's like, unless you've learned to detach, unless you just detach, you're like, fuck it. I just don't care no more. Detach. It is what it is. I cannot affect it. I am detached from it. Until I detach, it's maddening. It's a maddening reality. It's almost like if this is a test, this reality, it's to test your mental fortitude, I think. If like becoming a conscious person, it's almost like the soldier's role, I think. Not soldier, that's a bad word, but like, what does drive me? What am I fighting for? It's like, is it a thought of goodness? What is it? It's the light that's inside of me. Okay, so I think that I'm fighting for good. I mean, I think I'm fighting for good, making these videos, but that's interesting. It may not actually be perceived that way by everybody. Like, not everybody that watches my videos would think, oh, this is a video he's making and he's fighting for good, like the shit that I'm saying. But I truly do feel like I am. And, but it is a dark reality. Like, I have to be honest. I can't, like, come up here and bullshit you. There definitely is something to manifestation, though. There's definitely something to speaking things into existence. There's definitely something to, I will say, consciously communicating with the subconscious. So if your brain creates a thought that you don't think is yours, to stop it in its tracks and say, but that's not me, you're a liar. You're lying. These things hate, more than anything, these things hate being called liars. It's almost like being deceptive is their ultimate weapon. So when you know that they're lying, they hate it, dude. I don't know. They're fucking... But anyways, I know this shit sounds crazy, but if you call your subconscious a liar when it's lying to you, because you're like, I'm not like, I don't think that way. I don't even think the way that thought just happened in my head. That's not me. I don't think that way no more. Why would I have this thought? You're a liar. Those types of thoughts will stop coming around. But I mean, you do have to repeat it over and over again. But I'm sorry. What the fuck was I talking about? I don't know, man. Just I guess. Oh, that's kind of what I want to say is, like, I'm basically just getting by day to day. Like, this reality is definitely a struggle for me. It's not a happy place or whatever. Like I said before, I think, look, it's hard. We're sort of pre-programmed to want to be happy. But this type of this topic, it's not a happy place to go and talk about. Like, it don't matter how happy you are the day that you're watching it, this shit will bring you down. It's not positivity talk. You know what I'm saying? It just that's the only thing I don't like, is that the truth in this realm's always dark, and you got to be a goddamn fucking like Debbie Downer all the time. Like, yeah, it's dark, it's evil, it lies, it's corrupting your children, it's poisoning your children, it's putting this in the air, it's putting this in the water. It's like, I hate this place. What a dump. Almost like a mental swamp zone of reality. I hate this fucking reality. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid, man. Like, for real. Even if you make it, there's still everybody's struggling. It's like, what is this fucking torture chamber? I hate this place. If I'm being honest, okay, no. There's some things that I like about the Dookie Boy realm. Like, I think video games are cool. I love music. I actually enjoy dancing a little bit. I enjoy friendship. I enjoy family. I have 2 new babies in my family tree now, so I've been seeing them a lot lately. So there's a handful of things that I like in this reality. To say that I don't like any of it's a lie. There are things I like. But man, overall, it's like everybody I know is still suffering. Everybody I know is going extinct. Everybody I know is on their way out. Everybody I know is fucking in bad shape or has medical issues or, struggles paycheck to paycheck or, is about to lose their job or just like constant chaos and drama. There's never like look, humanity's discovered this. The cure for cancer, the cure for AIDS, the cure for fucking something. There's never good news in the Dookie Boy realm. I hate it. Jesus, fuck this place. I hate this stupid fucking place, bro. I love saying it too. I don't care. I love saying it. Fuck this fucking hellish realm of mental torment to conscious individuals. It's like a damn mind trap, bro. It is. It's like this place is I don't know if it's a soul trap, but man, the way it's set up, it feels that fucking way. It's like, who would have did it this way? What kind of disgusting God would have did it this way? Where animals have to grotesquely rip each other's bodies apart just to survive? Or why was that programmed in? I don't like that. And like, why do we have to eat to begin with? It makes it where we fall into the slave realm because of this biological need to eat all the time. It can get us by the balls with that. Oh, you got a grocery bill. Give us more money. Give us more money. Give us more money. Oh, I got to pay the fucking mafia. Humanity doesn't do anything for humanity. What's happened? Where's the big giant clean water facilities? Where's the big giant automated greenhouses or giant perennial forests that were planned out 100 years ago? It should have been. At this point, we're fucking the size of, a whole small continent. You know what I'm saying? Enough food to feed any fucking buddy that needed food. Why, man, you telling me we're this stagnant? Then humanity ain't worth a fucking shit anyways. If it's stagnant to this meat monkey level, get the fuck out of here. That's impossible. That's impossible that it's stuck so stupid. Is that possible? I mean, I don't know. Is that possible? Maybe it is. I hope not. I hope humanity's not stuck in a meat monkey level forever. What is going on here? Dude, I should have made my fucking I should have made my apple cider vinegar drink or whatever, so it, like, lubricates my mouth instead of takes all the fucking saliva out of it. But making a video. But anyways, it just look to be honest, like I can almost switch it. I don't know if you guys noticed that I can switch. I can go from very sad to very happy very quick. I am sort of happy-go-lucky type of guy. Like if I'm in a preferred mood, I'm sort of happy. But this shit will fucking bring you down. Again, I have to rewatch my videos. If I'm in a good mood, I walk away unhappy. I'm like, man, I agree with everything that crazy motherfucker said. It's true. I hate this place too. I don't walk away happier. That's one thing I hate about it. It's just like, again, I have to be like a Debbie Downer all the time. It's the reality is so bad that being a truther actually just means you reveal bad news to people all the time. Isn't that crazy? They're poisoning you. They're lying to you. They're deceiving you. These things are used against you. They have these types of technologies. They can destroy you and the whole world. And there's a day, and they're always evil and tyrannical and over us. And this week they want this from us. And this week they want this from us. And this week they want this from us. And it's like, why are we still playing this game with this them? If they are tyrannical controllers, let humanity say we disconnect from all of you. We don't even want a part of your system anymore. They would have to tyrannically take us over. And at that point, if they're at that point, then fucking humanity ain't worth a shit anyways. I'd say then let's go to war with these fucking demons and get it over with. Instead of just sitting by idle every fucking day. I don't understand it. What is with the idle? But again, that would never happen in a normal, real reality. The idleness, so it's almost like even weird being controlled. Isn't it weird how you have an empty memory bank? You could be the most smartest motherfucker in reality. But when I say, well, how do we fix this shit? It's almost like the information doesn't exist in the Akashic records. It's almost like it doesn't even exist. It's like it's an empty folder there. There's no answer. Haven't you guys noticed that? You could answer me anything. But when I say, all right, well, what do you guys want to do about it? Ain't you the guy that could come up with anything at any time? Dude, I could have said anything else and you wouldn't have went blank. But with that one, boom. I don't know. What should we do? Come together. I don't know. What else can we need to come together en masse? Come together and start over again. Like, get the world's best agricultural people, the world's best perennial forest scientists, get the world's best. We have the fucking people to do what we need to do, unfortunately, too. That's what's sad about it. We have plenty of intelligent people, but it's the stagnant slave realm that doesn't go anywhere. I'm sure if you created a fucking technology that was beneficial to humanity, something bad would happen to you. Not because I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist, but because I've seen it happen fucking 40 times. I've seen it happen 40 times. I'm sick of it. Looking into the truth community just tells me again how much more I'm being deceived or lied to, or just another of 100 trillion different rabbit holes. Just another one that endlessly stays mysterious and never fully reveals itself. Like, dude, we're still talking about Bigfoot, all this crazy shit. There were so many conspiracy theories. JFK was one, the Bermuda Triangle was one, aliens were one. They just called them UFOs, then they didn't call them whatever the hell they call them. Oh yeah, UAPs now, unidentified aerial phenomena. It's like, just call me UFO, motherfucker. But I guess, or maybe, I don't know, unidentified flying object. That is still what it is. I mean, it's still an unidentified flying object. It ain't walking, it ain't driving, it's flying, and it's unidentified. So what's wrong with this UFO still? Even if it looks like plasma, it's still a fucking unidentified flying object. Well, I mean, I don't know, but UAP now, oh, let's change the term just to keep the mystery game going. It's like you corny fuckboys come around once every 10 years and drip in one little piece of breadcrumb, and they're still stuck on that conspiracy theory that came out 20 years ago. Oh, look, see, what we were saying was true, with like one little, and then that's what it does. It just drips. If you're a conspiracy theorist, you've seen the patterns. It drips a little piece here or there to keep them going. And the rabbit holes are like, it's like a tree. It just thousands of branches, endless amounts of possibilities. No solidified truth anywhere. Outside of the actual physical realm. Like, I could physically meet up with anybody watching this, and we would be there together in person. And so there is a real world. Unfortunately, it seems to have, humanity seems to be either under some sort of mind control program that's very powerful, we're scripted in a way like a simulation, or there's a mind virus or demon or devil, Lucifer, Archon, whatever the bad guy's name is this week. Something bad's in control. I tend to believe that one just because of the like little weird creepy shit it does. It's like, obviously, and then just again, everything it produces is shit. It comes right out as diarrhea every time. It's like, oh, more bad news. Oh, more bad news out of the dookie boy around. Like, man, how many times do we got to see this show again? Anyways, I am going to cut this one off now, guys. I just kind of want, I feel obligated to make something. I haven't made a video in a minute. Yeah, I just wanted to pop in and let you guys know where I'm at. I guess my opinion hasn't changed that much. I don't have any new information. I do think every video I make, I do say interesting things or whatever, but the thing that's weird about this being a soul trap, I sort of believe that now it's either a soul trap or a simulation. I'm leaning more towards simulation because even my behavior feels scripted. If I pay close attention, I think that this is not. This is probably the type of truth that would get somebody killed. I think that this is a simulation. That even we are scripted. My behavior is sort of scripted. To the point that even I struggle with certain behavior patterns. And we have things to explain everything away. We got some sort of mental term to explain it all away. But when it's done from the perspective of the observer, we struggle at the end of the day. I struggle with it. Right? If I have a behavior pattern that I don't like, let's say I wanted to quit or slow down masturbating, let's say, or ejaculating in general and practice nofap or whatever, I still get the urge to do it. So I struggle with that. What else? There's like just stupid things. Like I sort of run stupid behavioral scripts even. My chemistry is different with every single person I talk to. Like the chemistry that I have with you is based how you are. And I think that goes with everybody. So actually when I'm talking, when I'm in a group, I sort of have a personality that is just me, I guess. I don't know how to explain. It's just me. But the conversations I have with, let's say, this coworker at work are completely different than the ones I have with that coworker at work, which are completely different from the conversations I have with that family member at home, which are completely different than, you know what I'm saying? Almost every person I have a different type of chemistry with. But it's based off the chemistry. I don't know how to explain it, but it's there. It's palatable. it's noticeable. I'll say. Some people that are bad chemistry. It truly is something to that. I think there's a reason that it's hard for bad people to hold down jobs. Like I think it's deeper than most people think. I think if people spent enough time around certain people, they'd realize, man, I wonder, and found out about those people being creeps, we'll say. They'll know why they always had a bad chemistry with that individual. Finally, actually, I don't want to get too into it, but we had somebody come into our job who was, baby sniffer like Biden, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they're just sniffing. I don't want to go into the whole story. There are funny things I could tell you guys, but again, it's not really my business. I sort of feel sorry for the guy, but because he's a monster. To me, he's still a monster. If he feels that way about children or whatever, but he was actually nice to me, but there was a weirdness to this dude, man, and I don't know, and it affected everybody in the shop too, and not one person there had a good relationship with this dude, which was just weird. We all pretty much got along with everybody. There was one person there since I worked there that didn't like me, but everybody else we always get along. Everybody gets along. There really aren't any issues. But with this dude, nobody liked him. Even some of the younger kids were real weird around him. They just didn't like him. And we all noticed it immediately, but found him out to be one of them, and he had to go, you know what I'm saying? He had to go. But anyways, why did I tell that story? But and dude, anyways, I don't know. I don't even know where to go with this anymore. So I sort of end videos abruptly. Like I get on here, I rant till I'm done. It's almost automated, to be honest with you. It's almost automated. I mean, I have ideas and stuff. I mean, I repeat the same stuff. It's not like everything I'm saying is new information or anything, but they are rants right off the top of my head. Like I don't come into these planned, and I know instantly when I'm done with them. Sometimes out of interest, I sit around a little bit longer and try to make the video a little bit longer just to see if there is something to like the creativity aspect of it. Like why does all of a sudden my brain lose interest? It's like, okay, I'm done doing this now. Like literally, my brain will just, I know instantly, like when a video's done. I know internally, like, oh, this video's done. Like my brain just gets to a point where it's like, yeah, I'm done doing that now. Not interested anymore. Like it would be, it's like I'm doing right now. I'm sort of just ranting about the way I feel. Uh, it's almost like I lose all creativity. Boom, and then I'm done. My brain loses. Well, actually, I know that about myself. My brain loses interest in things very quickly. So probably why the repetitiveness of the Groundhog's Day stagnant repetition realm drives me crazy so much, to be honest with you, because I don't like repeating behaviors. Like that feels like prison, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one off, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.